In this video, we're going to take a look at how to add our documents to our digital plan book. In a previous video, we showed you how to create new folders and add documents to your file management system in Moodle. We also talked about how to name topic bars and insert labels so that when you put documents in, they'd be in an organized manner. At this time, we're going to go ahead and put a few documents in. Additionally, we'll also add some websites. So the first thing we're going to do is click Turn Editing On in the right side of the screen. Okay. We're going to go to Add a Resource. As we mentioned in a previous video, the best way to think of adding a resource is anything you would give to a student. So your PowerPoint, your tests, so on and so forth. I'm going to click this drop-down arrow. If you recall, here's Insert a Label, same place that we went to go to get Insert a Label. This time we're going to click Link to File or Website. Link to File or Website. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. As most things with everything in Moodle, if it has a red asterisk next to it and the wording is in red, it's a required field. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and add my test to my digital plan book. So I'm going to call this Chapter 1 Test. Okay. I don't need to worry about putting anything in the summary. And now I'm going to go down to Link to File or Website. I want to click choose or upload a file. We're never going to use search for a web page. We're never going to choose a local file or anything like that. So I'm going to click choose or upload a file. Now notice it takes me back, and this is very important, it takes me back to my file management system. So all that work I did on the front end to get everything in the file manager just right, now I can just go and select the documents I want to put in my actual digital plan book. So I'm going to click on World History Exploration folder. Here I see my World History test. All I have to do, don't worry about check marking or doing anything like that with it. All I want to do is click Choose. Notice after I click Choose, the file path shows up right here in the location box. Scroll down to the bottom, don't worry about anything else, and just click Save and Return to Course. There. Under my test label now, I have Chapter 1 Test. I can click on this and it will bring up that test. Okay, let's repeat the process again. Again, I click Add a Resource, Link to File or Website. I'm going to name this, and in this case, I'm going to bring in one of my notes. So I'll call it PowerPoint notes. I'll call it actually Notes for Chapter 1. Again, I'm going to choose or upload a file. Select World History Exploration. I'm going to click World History Presentation. I know it's a PowerPoint PPT right there. And I'm going to select Choose. Notice it shows up in the file path again. Scroll down the bottom. Save and return to course. Okay. There's my notes. Now, here's something important to note. We want to use these crosshairs to move this from tests to PowerPoint. When you're working with Moodle, whenever you add something new to a topic bar, it's always going to default put it at the bottom. So I'll click this, move it up to PowerPoint. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and turn editing off so you can see what it looks like in the user view. Okay. And again, once you have the topic bars named and the labels added, you can just continue to throw in all the material that you want. Let's go ahead and now add a website since we've added some documents. Adding a website is almost exactly the same as adding a document. First thing I do is I click Turn Editing On. down, add a resource, link to file or website. And before I even name it, I want to point out, here it says search for a web page. We don't want to use this. Okay, there's a better way to do it. If you've never used tab browsing, this is a really good way to navigate the web. Notice I'm in Firefox. Internet Explorer has the same kind of tab here. All I have to do is click this, and it'll give me a new tab. And I can just keep doing that on and on. Okay. But in this case, I only want one. And I'm going to Google CIA World Factbook. Okay. This is a great resource for book classes. Okay. Now I want to put this website in my Moodle. Okay. At this point, all I have to do is highlight this, right-click, copy, go back to my Moodle page, get rid of this little HTTP stuff, right-click, paste. Notice it's almost the exact same process as adding an actual document. I'll scroll down to the bottom, and I'll click Save and Return to Course. Oh, I do need to add the name. I'll call the CIA World Factbook. That's a good thing to point out. If you don't add something that's required, Moodle will pull you back and make sure that you do add it. Scroll on the bottom, click Save and Return to Course. I'm going to close this version of it out. And there's my link. Okay. Now, to test this link, I can just go ahead and click on the link. And sure enough, it takes me where I want it to go. Okay. And this has been adding documents and adding websites to your Moodle or digital plan. In this video, we're going to talk about topic bars, what they are, how to edit them, and why it's important to have them organized. This is a follow-up video to the file management video. Naming topic bars correctly will allow you to take the files and documents you have in your file management system and transfer them into your digital plan book in an organized way. Now, if I look at the middle of the Moodle page, where I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth, these are called topic bars. Moodle organizes information by using topic bars. So for example, you might have number 1, topic bar number 1, might be your chapter 1. Topic bar number 2 might be chapter 2, and so on and so forth. Then in chapter 1, you might have all of your materials that you use to teach chapter 1 in that topic bar specifically. Now, you would pull this material from the files down here, which we'll talk about in a later video. But for right now, we just kind of want to set up the skeleton, if you will, of our Moodle. Now, if you're an elementary teacher, you might use subject. For example, topic bar number 1 might be math, number 2 might be reading, so on and so forth. Okay? So again, topic bars are kind of the general bigger topics. So let's go ahead and edit a topic bar. If you look in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, I have Turn Editing On. I'm going to click Turn Editing On, and that will allow me to edit the topic bars. Now notice when I click Turn Editing On, it's going to change this into an edit mode. What I'm looking for is at the upper left hand of the screen, and really on the left side of each of these topic bars, and that's this icon right here, Edit Summary. I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit Summary. It's going to give me a basic HTML editor. Okay. Once I click in here, I'm just going to go ahead and name this. I might name this Chapter 1. Okay. Now, a good idea is to take this and center it, make it a little bit larger than 8 points. Maybe I'll make it 14. And perhaps change the text color on it as well. Okay. Once I've named it, all I'm going to do is now click Save Changes. Okay. as you can see, I've named this topic bar number 1, chapter number 1. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn editing off so you can see what it looks like in a clean, usable view. Okay. Now naming the rest of your topic bars are as simple as repeating this process until you've named all of either your subjects or your chapters. Okay. Here's a trick to kind of save some formatting issues and save you a little time. I'm going to go ahead and click Turn Editing On again. I'm going to edit this topic bar number 1. But all I'm going to do is copy, highlight, copy, go back down, save the changes, go to number 2, topic bar number 2, edit this one, and paste. Okay. Now I have my font size correct. I can just come back in and center it, grab that color again, and just change it. Alright, that'll save you a lot of time. Okay, notice now I have chapter 1 and chapter 2. Again, just repeat this process until you've named each one of your topic bars. Next, we're going to take a look at labels in the next video, and you'll see why having your topic bar named properly will really help you when you're putting in labels, and then ultimately